Whispers in the Moonlight Part 3. The Forbidden Love. The golden hues of dawn painted the sky as Ares and Lillian sat beneath the ancient willow tree, lost in each other's presence. They had spent the night talking, laughing, and sharing stories of their worlds, so enchanted by their stolen moments together that neither had noticed the coming of morning. Lillian gasped when she saw the first rays of sunlight breaking through the dense canopy. "The sun is up," she whispered in panic. "I was supposed to be home before dawn." Ares reached for her hand, his emerald green eyes filled with concern. "Then you should go quickly, if they suspect something." Before he could finish his sentence, the rustling of leaves and the sound of approaching footsteps froze them both in place. A group of human soldiers, clad in dark armor, emerged from the trees, their swords drawn. Lillian's breath hitched as she recognized them, her father's men. "Lady Lillian," one of them said coldly, "your father knows you left the castle last night. He has ordered us to take you back. You need to be taught a lesson." Lillian's eyes widened in horror. "No, please don't." Then one of the soldiers noticed Ares. His expression turned from duty-bound obedience to hatred. "An elf," he spat. "You were meeting with an elf?" The realization of this betrayal sent shockwaves through the group. Their disgust turned into hostility as they raised their weapons. "Kill him." Ares stepped in front of Lillian, his fingers tightening around the hilt of his sword. He knew he was outnumbered, but he would not let them take her without a fight. With a whispered incantation, flames burst along the edge of his blade, illuminating the dark forest with a fiery glow. The battle began. The soldiers lunged at him, but Ares, fueled by desperation, dodged and countered, slashing through the air with precision. His enchanted sword sent bursts of fire through the battlefield, forcing the men back. But there were too many. In the chaos, Ares didn't see the two soldiers creeping behind Lillian. Before she could cry out, they grabbed her arms and dragged her away. "Ares!" she screamed. His head snapped toward her just as a blade slashed across his side. He grunted in pain, dropping to one knee. Blood seeped through his tunic, and by the time he recovered, Lillian was gone. With no other choice, Ares stumbled back into the depths of the forest, retreating to the elven kingdom. When he arrived, battered and bruised, the other elves immediately took notice. "Ares, what happened?" one of the elders demanded. Ares hesitated. He couldn't tell them about Lillian. "The humans attacked me," he said, his voice hollow. Gasps of outrage rippled through the elves. "They dare to harm one of us? This is an act of war." The council immediately began planning a counterattack. Their strategy was to lure the humans into the hidden forest. Ares's heart pounded. This was not what he wanted. But he had no choice. If the elves were preparing for battle, he could use the chaos to slip away and rescue Lillian himself. As the war drums of the elves began to echo through the trees, Ares made his own plan. He would not let Lillian be lost to him. To be continued.